Maybe the opening intro starts right now. Tatarigoroshi, the shortest scenario. Curse killing chapter. Man, curse, or coincidence? How are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether those conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in this scenario. The difficulty is the worst. You'll probably not even be able to make conjectures. What does that mean? Last time I think they said that difficulty is easy. This is just I think a weird translation thing. By difficulty they mean like how confusing and convoluted it is. I assume, I'm not sure. So if this is how they worded, I would assume that this is a very confusing chapter and we will probably be left with even more question marks than we already have. You don't need notes. Theory crafting is a lot more fun this way. My brain just splits open every time I try to think of what is happening, but it's really fun. I mean, having a whiteboard program or something would be neat. Yeah, I can see that, but I don't even know. I mean, I could put it somewhere, I guess, but yeah. About how hard it is to understand. Yeah, okay. I enjoy hearing your brain cook. I'm glad. I just struggle to put my thoughts into words sometimes because sometimes the thoughts, I haven't thought them through. So when I say them out loud, it doesn't make any sense, but I try my best. I just spammed a friend with messages for notes. That is, you know what? I'm going to open up Notepad. If they say this is going to be really hard to understand, if I remember to, I will take notes on stuff that I think might be worth discussing at a later point. I should find those and save them. Absolutely. That's really fun. Or, you know, you could do it like old times. When I used to play games back then, I think I did this with Corpse Party even. I would take notes and I would actually go back and review them after playing through a specific chapter and everything. It was really fun to go through. I took like actual physical notes. I had a whole Corpse Party book with all of my notes in it, which was really fun. Okay, well let's start. Hee hee hee. The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had naught to do with what happened outside the well. And you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. Frederica Berncastel. Isn't Berncastel a word or a name from 1983? From Umineko? No intro. Usually they have the intro in the very beginning, but they didn't have it. So I guess maybe we don't get one. I don't think I have any options to turn it on afterwards. I think we already did turn it on, unless I misclicked. Rising to the desk with the tablet in his hand and let him take all the notes. That's a good idea. I should play Corpse Party, shouldn't I? I think it's worth to play for the lore, yes. It's a pretty interesting lore. If you can look past the fan service that they have in there, yeah. It was a very humid day. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had been an unpleasant summer, one that wasn't only hot, but swelteringly so. There were various articles of clothing hung out to dry in the messy apartment window, but the lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartment buildings lining the narrow, twisting road. In addition, there were planters and flower pots whose contents were beginning to wilt, as well as bicycles and motorcycles on the sides of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all the more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place at this time was visiting it voluntarily, but in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in. Lone motorcycle, which couldn't be called neat, even as flattery, pulled up to a 2-story apartment complex and stopped there. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When the housewife hanging out the laundry noticed him, she called out, "Not the chains again?" We're starting a new chapter, right? Yes, this is, hold on, I didn't say the name. It is Tatarigoroshi, yes. A new word they have not explained, and I'm not sure if they will explain it. Maybe that's something we should look up, but I'm also afraid of spoiling myself. Well, hello there. It's quite hot today again, isn't it? Whew, you've got that right. I feel like I'm gonna boil out here. Oh, right, landlord. I didn't think that would be the first thing you said. Ah, sorry. The fluorescent lights, right? I guess I should voice act. I completely forgot. No, not that. Don't you smell it? Oh, do I remember this? Actually, there's a terrible smell about. I've been smelling it since this morning. Oh, this scene seems very familiar to me. I might remember this scene in the anime. So things have reset once more or something along those lines? I assume, yeah. Don't look it up? Okay. I will just wait for them to explain it, hopefully. Wait, what's this? It reeks. Did the sewers get backed up again? Do something about it, landlord. I've had to keep my nose plucked all day long.
そしたら今の美人がもっと美人になっちゃうじゃないのよ。
You'd still look plenty lovely plugging your nose, my dear. Bad smell. I think I know where this is heading. Yeah, I think I know as well. If this is also the scene that I remember. There was an unhygienic drainage channel running behind the apartment. The lattice from which it flowed was stuffed with branches and fallen leaves, and when filth got caught up in them, it created an awful stench in the summertime. Maybe it's not what we think it is. Maybe it really is just, leaves and branches. Could you tell the municipal office about it? The drain will end up buried at this rate. Well, yikes. It's completely blocked. It'll start back up if you poke it with a stick. The man crossed the fence over the drainage channel and picked up a filthy drying pole sitting nearby. He must have planned to stick it into the drain and clear it out. Wait, landlord, stop that. If you mix it all strange, if you do that, it will smell terrible. What conversation is this, man? This is so weird. It smells if it's clogged and smells if it's mixed. Which should I choose? He shoved the drying pole into the filth in the lattice. Of course, it did nothing to help the accumulation of waste. Yeah! It's a dead cat. This is the health center's job. Cats and dogs smell awful when they die.
竹竿じゃどうにもならんな。
I don't think there's a single thing that doesn't smell awful when it dies. But sure, this is one nasty carpet. They're very weird. A bamboo pole's not going to do much good.
ゴミ袋に古着に。まあ、いろいろ捨ててあるね。
Garbage bags, old clothes, they throw all kinds of stuff in there.
あのアヒル、おまるでねえの？
And is that a duck I see?
こりゃ臭いわけ
A
や。
duck? Well, of course it
シ
stinks.
ョンがないね。
A nerf of some people. The drainage channel was already unsanitary, but was a little more garbage at this point. The stream of such imprudent people was never ending, and now this channel had turned into a garbage dump. When he poked the pile of old clothes floating in the sewage, a black cloud of smoke floated out in the water. The two of them grimaced at the terribly bizarre and repulsive sight.
は
Ugh.
あ、が湧いとるね。
God, we've got maggots. Why are they cleaning up the river to begin with? The drainage? Yeah, it's not the river. Because it's the landlord of the building that this belongs to. So yeah, he's taking care of this. We've got maggots.
生ゴミでも放り込んだんかいな。
Someone must have thrown kitchen waste in. Yeah, from demons maybe. Their kitchen waste would be humans.
大家さん、
What? Landlord,
なんね、あれ。
what's that?
なんよ、こんないの捨てたんわ。
What? Just more garbage.
大家さん、それ。
だ
それ。
Landlord, that's...
え
Uh-oh. Ah! Ah!
あ、どうも。
It is a body. It is a body. Oh no. Of course, the anime cliche. Forensic investigator. There we go. This was quick. Normally, we start off with a slice of life stuff and not with a dead body. Oh, hello.
お疲れ様です。
A body has been discovered.
That sound alert has never been more appropriate. Good work today.
はあ、ひでえ匂いだな。
Ah, what a terrible stench.
おい、
Hey,
ブルーシー上までちゃんと囲っとけよ。
someone cover this thing with a tarp.
民家の2階から丸見えだぞ。
From the second floor of the houses, it's in full view.
仏の身元は不明。
Identity of the deceased
性
unknown.
別女。
Sex female.
年齢は推定20代後半から30代後半。
Age estimated to be the late 20s or early
死
30s.
後2、3日ってところです。
Time of death about 2 or 3 days ago. And it already smells that bad? I mean, I guess it is filled with other kinds of trash and the heat is horrible and probably doesn't help, but maggots as well after only 2 to 3 days? Do they get, do bodies usually end up being infested with maggots after only a couple of days? Nothing like a good corpse early in the morning to start your day off right. Yeah, who needs coffee? Just finding a body like this will, wake you right the fuck up. Yes, oh. I just ate. Sorry, this is what they said. They said it was, I'm sorry.
おそらく死後に遺棄したんでしょう。
She was probably abandoned after death.
裸か。
Naked, too.
身元を割れるの難航しそうだな。
Figuring out who she is will be rough.
生活課に行方不明者出てないか当たっとけ。
Contact the community division and ask if anyone's gone missing.
重りをつけて沈められてたんでしょうね。
Doesn't take long for that to happen. Well, I guess I learned something new today. They probably weighed her down so she'd
そ
sink,
れがほどけて浮かんできたんでしょ
and the weights came off and she floated to the top.
う。しかし、なんだってこんなドブ川に。
But why in a drainage sewer of all things?
高速道路下とか山奥とかもっとマシな場所があったでしょうに。
Would have been better under an overpass or in the mountains, you know? Maybe they meant for the body to be found? You don't usually throw it in such a place where it can easily resurface or can easily be seen or cause any kind of disturbance if you don't want it to be found.
そうすりゃうちの管轄でなくて済んだのにってか
And it would have been outside our jurisdiction, right?
死体隠す気なんか鼻からねえんだよ
But it looks like they never wanted to hide the corpse at all.
見つかることを前提にした何かへ見せしめってことですかね。
Did they do it so she would be found? As a warning or something? Yeah, most likely.
魚に食い破られたってわけじゃねえだろ
The slice in her stomach definitely wasn't from a fish eating her.
腹裂いて中身引きずり出してるよな
She was cut open and her insides were dragged out. That sounds like the ritual that they perform to gut them and eat them.
相当派手にいじめ殺してんぞこれ
They really made a show out of killing her. Yeah, this is exactly the Watanagashi ritual.
中国マフィアとかの伝統的な制裁にこういうのあるんじゃねえの
Doesn't the Chinese mafia do these sorts of traditional punishments? Or the Sonozaki family?
四課のしげさんに丸棒でトラブルないか当たっとけ
Ask Shige-san in section 4 if he's had any trouble with Yakuza.
わかりました。
No wonder maggots came in so far. Yeah, with the guts out in the open. Yeah. On it, sir.
しかしひでえ仏さんだね
Still, what a terrible way to go.
内臓の覗いてるここの感じ京屋のサラダそばに似てねえが
Hey, don't her innards poking out like that look sort of like the salad soba you can get in Kyoto? What the fuck?
ほら箸でつついたら麺が出てきそうだぞほれ
Maybe if you stuck chopsticks and noodles would pop out. See? Huh? Did he just throw up? Is that supposed to be? Okay, alright. Please, give me a break.
超引きずり出されて耳鼻そぎ落とされて
What is up with the police officers in this area? What the fuck? Why are they all so messed up in the head? Confirmed the Mian family is Chinese descent. Learned from them. I guess you could interpret it like that. Maybe that's just common knowledge that the Chinese mafia does it, but they don't know that the Sonozaki family does similar things. I'm not sure. I think the officer poked the intestines. Oh yeah, that might be it. Ew. Brother. Her intestines were pulled out and her ears and nose cut off.
こういう死に方はしたくねえよな
That's definitely not how I want to go.
指がむごいよな
Her fingers in a bad state too. Brother, ew.
お手両指に五寸釘がびっしり打たれてる
Oh, there are long nails stuck in all of them on both hands. Oh, this is exactly the torture method that was supposed to be used on Keiichi.
どういう拷問だよこれ
What kind of torture was this anyway? My gosh. I wonder if that's Takano. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the same one, I think. Doesn't matter. It is Keiichi. It's a woman. This is so good. This is so good. I love that song. Okay, so if I'm not completely crazy, the song is the same, but the visuals were different. I think we watched the opening last night as well. Did we? Actually, I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe we didn't. I thought we did. But I don't think it had the scene of Mion being behind Keiichi in the hospital, which we just got in this intro. Unless I completely missed it due to being extremely tired last night. It wasn't in there, and the visuals are different. We did? Okay, I'm not going crazy then. Okay, but before we start, there's gonna be an ad break in 3 minutes. Since this is only the beginning, I guess we can take the ad break and stack those snoozes for a moment where we actually need them. So let's take a quick break. I just ran out of water too, so I will get some more water. That actually fits quite perfectly. Riddles are different, and added a few things. Yeah, I realized there's so many characters that we haven't seen yet, so I guess in the following chapters we'll meet a lot of different people. But yeah, if you need to rest your eyes, stretch your legs, get a drink, or get a snack, feel free to do that right now. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I popped in a cough drop. If I sound weird, it's because I am weird. Hope everyone was able to take a quick break. Yeah? Welcome back to you too, thank you. Hi, weird. I'm Zamfred. Hello, Zamfred. All right. I wonder. I remember in the anime, there was a section where we saw things from Satoshi's perspective. I wonder if we'll get that in the question arcs or in the answer arcs or not at all. I'm waiting for that moment specifically because I thought it was very interesting. You ready for confusion? Absolutely, I'm always ready for confusion. Probably in the answer arc, yeah, I guess so too. It doesn't make sense to do it in the question arc. But let's get started. The most relaxing time during the school day? Lunch, for sure. Everyone brought their desks side by side like always, and we all ate together. Aww. Oh, this is so cute! Look at that. This is such a wholesome anime. Game. Not an anime. Oh my! Mion-san, if I may say, your lunch looks quite appetizing today. There are so many different things, it's wonderful! Tadako and Rika-chan looked at Mion's lunch, shouting gladly. Let's have a look. Don't butter us up like this. But how else will the trauma hit extra hard? They all look so happy, not traumatized. This is just, this is all just an imagination. This is not real life. This is what we want it to be like, but it's not actually like this, you know? Whoa! I just packed in some leftovers from last night. All the elders were having a drinking party at my house yesterday. I managed to nab some of what they didn't eat. So that's why they all look like snacks you could have with sake. And I have never tried sake before, but I heard that it is supposedly very delicious. I've had enough trauma for one lifetime, not like this game. Yeah. I'm sure these characters have had enough trauma for multiple lifetimes.
残り物つまりは残飯とはいえこれだけ綺麗に弁当箱に収められてるとなかなかの迫力があるな
They're but leftovers, mere scraps of food, but when arranged in a bento box so cleanly, they look impressive.
高級料亭の懐石弁当みたいだ
It looks like a part of a full-course meal at a high-class restaurant.
人の印象のほとんどがファーストインプレッションで決まるようにさ
People seem to decide if they like things mainly based on their first impression.
やっぱりお弁当の味も蓋を開けた時の綺麗さに比例するんじゃないかなって
So I thought maybe the taste of a bento would be proportional to how pretty it was when you opened it. Yeah, eating is a very visual thing. Sake has a strong flavor profile depending on the quality. It can taste really sweet. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that sake can be particularly dangerous because of how sweet it can be and how you will not be able to tell that you're drinking a buttload of alcohol because of how sweet it is.
ミオさんってガサツそうな性格に見えて結構こういう盛り付けのセンスがいいんですのよね
You may seem unrefined, Mion-san, but you're positively splendid at arranging food like this.
お部屋もいつも綺麗に片付いてるし
Her room is nice and tidy too.
みーちゃんはみんなが思ってるよりずっと几帳面で丁寧な人なんだよ
Mi-chan is a lot more organized and polite than everyone thinks. It's all the same once it's in your stomach. At the thought of Mion, I would have thought Mian would say something like that, but to think she had this kind of taste. You can't judge a book by its cover. Mian was careful in everything she did. She never misstepped, faltered, or messed up. I see. She is our club president after all.
レナのお弁当も見劣らないのです。
Yours is nothing to scoff at either, Rena.
カニかまぼこのお花がとても綺麗なのですよ。
Your crab kamaboko flower is very pretty. Kamaboko? Hold on. Ooh! Oh, those look really pretty. If I am understanding this correctly, it is fish cake? Ooh, people do some creative stuff with this. They even make like bunnies and stuff. Hold on. They're so gonna shit on Keiichi's lunch. As they always do. Crab cake, it's an art form? Yeah, hold on, let me show you. This is crazy. Look at how beautiful that is. You wouldn't even think that this is food. Like, these are actual bunnies. Look at it, it's so pretty. What the hell? Japan, she likes to make food pretty. So pretty that we don't want to eat it. Yeah. That is correct. I don't want to eat the pretty bunnies.
レナの弁当ってなんていうかいつも芸が凝ってるよな。
You know, Rena, your lunch always has like an art to it.
リンゴのうさぎさんとか人参の花びらとかさ。
Like it has rabbit-shaped apple slices and carrot flowers and stuff. I tried once to do those what do they call them? Like taco-shaped sausages. You know, those sausages that you see in anime sometimes where they cut like a cross section into sausages and then they fry them in a pan and then they basically the octo sausage. Yeah. So they look like an octopus basically. I tried to do that once and they looked very horrifying, but if you do it a lot of times and you practice it, it can probably look nice. Rena's bento wasn't all about taste. It was like she always puts her heart into it or something. It wasn't just good, it made your insides all nice and warm.
ありがとう。
Ah, thanks.
兄ちゃんにはちょっと及ばないけど、可愛いかなって。
It's not quite as good as Mi-chan's, but I wanted to make it really cute. Oh.
料理は技術じゃなくて愛情でしょ。
Cooking isn't about skill, it's about love. That's how food tastes good. Make it work with love. I don't know what that even means. I don't know how you put in love into food. This is something that was always so bizarre to me when people say it. I'm like, what does that even mean? Not the cute. I missed it.
その意味でだったら、私なんか足元にも及ばないって。
In that sense, I don't even come up to your feet. Love, huh? Yeah. Just from looking at her bento, I could definitely feel that Rena put her heart and soul into making it. That's what her bento was like.
お弁当ってのは味だけでなく、見た目も大事ってことですわね。
The taste isn't all that counts for a bento. How it looks also matters.
私たちも見習わないといけませんわね。
I suppose we must learn from this too.
お
Huh.
うで、その見習わなくちゃならないさとこたちの弁当はどうだ？
So let's see Satoko and Rika-chan's up and coming bento. Whoa!
じゃーん。
Ta-da! Oh ho ho ho!
昨日ご近所さんにお裾分けのお肉をもらったので、今日は焼肉弁当なんですってよ。
Yesterday, our neighbors shared some meat with us, so we ended up grilling it for our bento. These ones too, they had such an impact. They were bursting at the seams with grilled meat. My gosh. And then what would I take to school for lunch? I would just slice up a cucumber, slice up paprika, and that was all I had for lunch during school every single day. It means you take your time to prepare and make the food as much from scratch as possible. Yeah, couldn't be me. No cutting corners. Not me. I don't like how wholesome this is. I love it, actually. That sounds like better lunch than me. Yeah. I don't think so. At a glance, it was too impactful for a girl's bento, but when you thought about eating it with all your friends, it brought more than enough color to the table.
へえ
Wow.
粗雑な体育会系弁当と見せかけておかずの品数も結構あるみたいじゃない
At first, it looks like the kind of crude bento that a jock would eat, but there are so many different things in here.
ほうれん草のおひたしとかひじきの煮物とか
Like boiled spinach and soy sauce and stewed hijiki. I don't know what hijiki is. It's just a type of algae? My high school lunch, nothing or buying a hot dog. Yeah, sometimes I would also just not eat anything. But a hot dog is already better than just eating cucumber and paprika, which is basically just, what, a bunch of water?
リカちゃんはこういう気取らない家庭料理がとても上手なんだよね。
Rika-chan, you're really good at this kind of unaffected cooking, huh?
リカちゃんは将来立派なお嫁さんになれると思うよ。
Yep, I think Rika-chan will make a great wife when she grows up. It's those times still, huh?
未来の旦那様をわしづかみなのです。
I have a tight hold on my future husband. A husband for Rika-chan, huh? Dude, she's like, what, 10? At first, that sounded appealing, huh? It did, but I felt like a married life with her would be anything but normal. But really, everyone was amazing. It's kind of weird to go from the very anime style image that we just had back to this very realistic image. Which I've actually been told that these are pictures taken in, oh god, I don't remember the city. It's somewhere taken in Japan, obviously. These are like real pictures. Just seaweed, okay. You guys 11 if I remember. My gosh. Keiichi. But really, everyone was amazing. They were all so young and yet they're all capable of cooking for themselves. I would sort of cook whenever I went camping with my family, but making lunch every day was a level I definitely couldn't reach. I could only really cook in my spare time. When I thought about it like that, it really made everyone stand out more. Frankly, I respected them. It'll get even worse when you grow up and you have to cook for yourself and not have your mom cook for you, and then you realize I have no time or no motivation to even lift up a single finger to cook something that I will devour in 10 minutes. Frankly, I respected them. Huh? I feel like maybe this doesn't only apply to other people. Come to think of it, this morning, when I was eating breakfast half asleep, I think my mom was saying something really important. With a hysteric groan, I suddenly stood up, startling everyone at once. We're like, what, 5 minutes into the game and he's already screaming like a maniac? I see what you're saying. Every time I make a good curry, it just gets eaten so fast, but man, it just tastes so good. Yeah. Oh my god. Whenever we make curry, it's just gone within seconds and my mouth is all burned because I can't wait for it to cool down. I'm just like, I need to eat it now. What's wrong? Wrong?
急に大声を出すからむせてしまいましたですわ。
You'll make us choke if you shout like that so suddenly, you know?
さとこのお鼻からご飯粒が出てますです。
Ew. There's rice coming out of your nose, Satoko. What? I'd forgotten. All this stuff about cooking for yourself, it applied to me too. Oh. Are his parents out of town?
ケイチ
Keiichi.
お父さんとお母さんね。
Yep.
またお仕事で東京に行ってこなくちゃならないの。
Your mom and dad need to go to Tokyo again for
う
business.
ーん
Hmm.
そ
Yeah.
うはあ眠
Sleepy.
お父さんの先生にあたる人がね、イベントの直前で倒れちゃったの。
Your dad's mentor fell ill right before an event he was taking part in.
とても大切なイベントなんでね。
It's a very
どうしても
important
穴が
event,
開けられないのよ。
and they need someone to fill in. Well, Dad does what he has to do for his job. Nom 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 nom.
それでお父さんとお母さん、
So, your dad and I, you see,
そのイベントのお手伝いのために大至急東京に行かなくちゃならなくなったの。
we need to go to Tokyo as fast as we can to help with the event. Work culture in Japan is nuts. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I'm quite happy with being a mediocre little employee and have nothing expected out of me, basically.
場合によっては何日か泊まり込みになっちゃうかも。
You might have to stay there for a few days depending on what happens. That sounds annoying.
その間、お母さんたちいないからご飯とかみんな圭一が自炊しなくちゃならないんだけど、
While we're gone, we won't be here, so you'll need to make your own meals yourself.
圭一は大丈夫？
Are you okay with that, Keiichi?
大丈夫大丈夫
I'll be fine.
人間追い詰められたら何でもできるんだから
Humans can do anything when they're desperate. I expect only you to be happy and healthy. Aw, that is very sweet. I expect that from all of you guys as well. The fake yawn sounds so real, except it's not fake. It can actually kind of yawn on command.
そう？
Is that
な
so?
ら安心ね。
That's a relief.
ご飯くらいは炊けるでしょ。
You can at least cook rice, right? Sure.
お味噌汁も作れるわよね。
And you can make miso soup as well, sure.
あとは適当にお惣菜を買ってくればご飯らしくなるから。
Then you just buy some side dishes and you'll have a meal. A meal? Yeah. I can cook rice with my camping kit. Never used a rice cooker before. Me neither. It can't be that hard, right? Nom 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 nom. I've only ever made instant miso soup that you make in a pot of boiling water too. Just put everything in the rice cooker. Sure. You can cook rice, right? Sure. Definitely. I know how to do that without reading the back of the packet. Definitely. Rice cooker is not hard to use. Well, I never had one, so I don't know how to use it. It's just water and time, but how much water? How much rice? When do I put on the lid? Do I not put on the lid? How high do I set the temperature? Guys, this is all very important. Do I salt the water? Do I not salt the water? Do I salt it afterwards? These are all very important questions that I've had in my mind every time I cook anything. And I've never been taught how to cook, okay? The rice cooker, you don't need to add anything. Yeah, well, I only have a pot, so if I do anything, it's with a pot. Just rise in water and press one button, let the cooker do the rest. I don't have one! Stop making excuses, no! Listen, okay? My parents, or my mother specifically, she wouldn't allow me to cook because every time I would cook, it turned out horrible. I tried to cook some ramen before, like from scratch, and holy shit, was that the worst thing I have ever eaten in my life. I've never added that much salt to anything, and I've overcooked something that badly. It was burnt, sticky noodles that were also, like, I don't know, so soft that you would bite on them and they would just disappear on your tongue. And they would be so salty that you would just dehydrate immediately. And so after a bunch of failures like that, my parents eventually did not allow me to go back into the kitchen. Like, they literally didn't want me in the kitchen. Add a rice cooker to your throat right now. Maybe I should. Also made stupid choices while cooking spaghetti. It's part of the process. Tell that to my parents. They didn't want to let me cook anymore. I mean, technically, I don't live with my parents anymore, so I could do anything I want now. But I don't know. I don't feel the motivation to do it now. I made my eggs so salty once I puked. Use spices with restraint. Oh yeah, I tried to do what is it called? Buns with like a vanilla pudding filling. And the filling was really good, actually. It turned out to be really delicious. But the buns, I think I told this story before. It said like add 1 gram of salt, and my scale was really bad. So I just kept adding salt until it said 1 gram. And well, 1 gram usually does not get picked up by the scale. And so I just kept adding more and more and more salt until eventually it said 1 gram. And at some point I was looking at it and I was like, that is way too much salt, isn't it? Like, there's no way this bun with a sweet filling needs that much salt. And sure enough, when you bit into the bun, all you could taste was just pure salt. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever eaten in my life. I'd be waiting for that rice cooker. I'll let you know. One thing I can cook, however, is instant noodles. You should be proud of me. I can rip open a packet, put it in 500 milliliters of water, put in the seasoning packet, wait 3 minutes, and yeah, I would say that's pretty cool. Gotta make some sand cookies. They're one of the easier recipes and they taste great. What are sand cookies? I've never seen sand cookies. What is that? Cheese bulldog noodles? Never had them. But I had the what is it? Oh my gosh, what flavor is it? The pink one? Like, pancakes aren't that difficult and are very fun to experiment with. I can actually do pancakes. I can make pancakes. That's one of the things that I can do. However, they burn on the pan sometimes, but usually I can do them okay. I just don't like cooking very much. So I don't do it often, but when I do, the pancakes at least turn out okay. Alfredo, carbonara. Yeah, the carbonara. Yeah. 2 times spicy was horrible, basically inedible, but yeah, the carbonara ones are good. What do you use? Best way to go is with butter, not oil. Yeah, oil, I think. Yeah, I use oil. But I think I found a recipe that doesn't burn them. So I add like what? Flour, sparkling water, oat milk, baking powder, vanilla sugar. And that's it, I think. That's all I add to the pancake mixture, and then I just add a little bit of oil to the pan. And that usually is okay. Sometimes it'll burn, but very rarely now. When I bake pancakes with butter, since oil doesn't work well with the pancake mix. Oh, well, I make them myself. Tend to have a cooking stream with Spooky making pancakes. Oh, hell no. You'll never see me doing a cooking stream. That'll be a disaster. It mixes in with the mix and it won't form a protective layer of sorts. I'll try it out. I do always have butter in the fridge, so I can try it out at least. See if that also like makes them taste maybe a bit better. Since the oil we use is just kind of flavorless. The panic. I'll have to see a stream of that. I guess I'll consider it just for your entertainment. We could do something easy, maybe. Maybe I won't fail and burn the entire apartment. Butter makes everything taste better. That is true. If you like the taste of butter, I think it can be very overpowering, but can be really nice. Well, let's see what Keiichi is gonna cook up. Well, I'll think of something. Nom 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 nom.
自炊できるなら置いていくお金は少しでいいわよね。
If you can cook for yourself, then you don't need much money, do you?
外食は高いからしちゃダメよ。
No eating out, it's too expensive.
ケイチもそろそろ自炊と経済観念を学んでもいい頃だからね。
You're at the age where you should learn about cooking and personal finances now, after all. Yep. I'll get by. He wasn't listening at all. No, I won't! What was I thinking? I was half asleep and I made such crazy empty promises. Just like manga characters always do at times like these, I bent over backwards and scratched furiously at my head. Scratch.
ふーん
Huh?
ケイチ君のご両親って大変なんだね。
Keiichi-kun, your parents sure have it rough.
ケイチ君しっかりお留守番をしてなきゃね。
Was half asleep, of course he wouldn't. Yeah, it's like me when you ask me anything in the morning, I'm just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Anyway, you need to keep things in order while they're gone.
そんなことより飯だ飯。
Anyway, food!
親がいないんだぞ。全部自分で作らなきゃならないんだぞ。
My parents aren't here. I have to make it all myself, you know?
これは超緊急事態だ。
This is a huge emergency!
それなら覚悟を決めて自炊なさればいいではありませんの。
I mean, he can just buy instant noodles like the last time he was left alone by his parents. And then Anna cares more about Keiichi's parents than Keiichi. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. You mean like this morning before the watch long? Shh. Should you not simply give up and cook for
ケイチ
yourself?
さん、以前のカレーパーティーで見事なカレーを作ってみせたではありません？
Keiichi-san, did you not make a fabulous curry dish for the curry party previously? I guess... Curry party. Is that what they mean by the event we had last episode? Is that basically canon?
あのな。
Wait, no, he didn't eat anything there. But I guess he did cook something? Didn't he make something else? Like yesterday, I cooked potatoes, cauliflower, and I made hamburgers with raw meat and baked that. All after the potatoes cooked long enough, I removed the water, sliced the potatoes up, and then baked them with butter, salt, and pepper. The cauliflower was soft enough. I removed most water and left it on low heat. After a bit, everything was done, and it felt very rewarding. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I never tried to cook up a very complicated meal before. Usually, I mean, for breakfast, I usually eat either nothing or like very simple stuff, and I don't usually cook anything. I've literally never made anything except like what noodles with sauce from a glass for lunch before. And for dinner, if it wasn't for Rising cooking for both of us, I would probably just eat takeout or eat bread or whatever. I would probably not eat anything. I don't know. I don't like cooking. I don't know. This was for me and my parents. That's nice. That's really nice. But I'm glad it is. I know that some people find it very rewarding to like cook up fancy food and stuff, and like to prepare something and put time and effort into it, and it makes it taste better. For me, it's just I would rather not put in the time, and I would just rather go out and eat someone else's food or just get the most basic shit done. Rising is the true chef. True, yeah, the only chef in this house. Wasn't that fancy? It's pretty run-of-the-mill. It sounds fancy to me. I mean, you have to consider that everything I eat is basically just noodles with sauce from a glass that you buy in the grocery store. Maybe I'll just eat noodles with ketchup. Yeah, that's basically my food. Or I'll eat instant ramen. That's it. That's literally all I'm able to make for food, except pancakes, I guess. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. That's all I'm able to make. I'll never amount to anything in the cooking space, and that's okay by me. Listen here.
作れるのはデイキャンプでお袋に教えてもらったカレーがせいぜいなんだよ。
My mom taught me how to cook that curry when we camped, and it's the best I can do. I feel you, Keiichi. I feel you. I know you have it in you. I put music at times, yeah. Anything to, I guess, have some sort of distraction and enjoy the time that you spend cooking. I mean, if I put in the effort and I did it often enough, I guess I would be okay to decent in it. But yeah, I have to beat the laziness for that as well. If I had to cook for the family back in the day, I would have to cook so many different meals. Big sis is pescatarian, little sis is vegetarian. Mom only eats chicken. Dad's only eat meat, no veggies. It was drama to cook for everyone. Oh yeah, I can imagine. So many different tastes. Like cooking or baking one single vegetable can be a very good way to learn. That's interesting. Never thought of doing that. Ordering food is so good. I mean, we don't have a lot of places that deliver food to your doorstep. Usually you have to go to the next city to get anything at all because I live in a pretty rural place. But when I do get to order takeout, it's quite nice. Because on one item at a time, that helps a lot. I usually just get very overwhelmed with all the steps that are required to cook something. So I would rather just not do it. Thank you for the hydrated Anshumin Stretchaki. Thank you. What's my bottle? There we go. Ordering food in the Netherlands is expensive. I think ordering food anywhere is pretty ouch for your wallet. I can't eat curry 3 meals a day. I mean, you can if you make enough. I mean, it's just junk food in the first place. What? Curry is not considered junk food, is it? There's so many veggies in there. And if you make the sauce from scratch, I think it's actually not that bad in terms of like fat and everything. I use those Japanese, Rising uses those Japanese curry blocks that you can just throw in. I think even those are like pretty okay ingredient-wise. Ordering food in the US is so cheap. It is? I thought it would be like really expensive too. Maybe it's just the EU, but like damn, you order like what? Some like a burger or something, it's like what, $7? Like what? Huh? Order food in Japan is also cheap. They also have stuff like 7-Eleven where they can just go and get like very cheap meals in. In my town in the US, food is so expensive, it sucks. Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, you can't say that for the entire US, I suppose. Isn't like, yeah, I mean, right now with inflation and everything, I would assume it's just like horrible in the US. It's not quite as bad here in the EU, or at least not in Germany, I would say. Inflation is definitely something that we're dealing with at the moment, but it's not quite as bad as what I can gather from the US. Curry blocks are good. Yeah, those are amazing. They are like perfectly seasoned basically, and they're so easy to use. You just throw them in. Even I could make that curry if I wanted to, I feel. $7 is cheap. Is it? I think it's pretty expensive. Mostly because of my region in Zealand, which is a province, is like one of the more expensive regions. Ordering pizza comes around at almost 20 euros for even standard pizzas. 20 euros? What? That is really expensive. Here's like half of that. For like a standard pizza, it's like what, $11? $10? Almost never order. I would not order a pizza if my pizza would come out costing $20. That's as much as I pay for like a really good ramen at the ramen restaurant that we go to in the nearest city. That's like 17 euros for a whole bowl of freshly made ramen. It's the same where I am. That sounds horrible. What? Sometimes things below 12 euros for a standard meal. I'm so sorry. So you have to rely on yourself. Yeah, in that case, I would never go out to eat because what the fuck? That is so expensive. It was so cheap. Wait, is it worse where you live? Oh no, this is making me so sad. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. I guess I'm complaining about something that is a way bigger issue in other countries. It's why I go to the Syrian place. For that $20 I can get a lot more than just pizza. Going out is even more yeah, I don't want it. I'm scared to ask how much it is. No. The pizza is cheap. Prices seem about the same as Space Duck. Pizza is cheap. For $20. I don't know what kind of pizza you guys eat, but okay. Hold on, I need to look this up. I'm gonna look up Domino's. And I'm gonna see how much a pizza would cost here in Germany. They have a raclette pizza. That's like the first thing that they show me on the website, and it's like $8 for the most standard one. I can't even imagine $20 for one pizza. You guys are... That is actually crazy. Netherlands are also just expensive, generally speaking. The common folk have money to burn, apparently. I guess so. When I went to the Netherlands, that was a long time ago. That was like, what, 8 years ago now? I went to Amsterdam, and I had not a lot of money with me. I had like a couple $100, and I couldn't afford to eat shit. It was so expensive. Anywhere we went, I think I bought like a piece of bread with a little bit of garlic butter on it when I was there, and that cost me $7. It was like half, not even half, like a third of a baguette or something, with the half cut off too. So it was like 1/6 of a baguette basically, and they put a little bit of garlic butter on it, and I paid like $7 for that, and I was like, I will not eat lunch for the remainder of the time that I am here. Just check Domino here. Same pizza as you. 15? Ouch. Wow, you guys are so close to us too. Just honestly would be cheaper to just take the train to Germany and fucking order the pizza. And order it over the border. What the... What? That is so expensive. wouldn't count Amsterdam as the Netherlands, honestly. At least it gives off a very skewed view. It's full of scams. Oh, well, that's the only part I've ever seen, so I can't really comment on the rest of it. If I ever go again, I guess I will try my best to visit other spaces. I think it was for like a high school trip that we went there. So I didn't really have a choice on where to go, so we were just in Amsterdam for like, what, a week or so? Same here. Oh, guys. Okay, I'll count myself lucky then that my pizza is like only half that. I'm very happy now. I thought that was pretty expensive already. I would not be able to live in the Netherlands, or yeah. Go to Utrecht or Amersfoort. Hope I didn't butcher it too bad. Both big cities and have a better mix of elements. Okay. I'll remember that when I ever go to the Netherlands again. I want to visit more places and like save up some money to like also go to Japan and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to visit. I really want to go to the UK and the Netherlands and also Sweden. So hopefully in the near future I'm able to visit other places as well, because I haven't done that a lot. But it's crowded as well. Oh yeah, Amsterdam was so crowded. Holy moly. It was really uncomfortable to walk the streets. Japan trip! Yeah! Gives me a headache. The place is crowded as all hell. Yeah, it was really bad when I was there. You couldn't walk anywhere without running into people or walking into people riding their bicycle. It was really tough to navigate the streets. Take me with you. I'll put you in my suitcase. Very crowded for sure. Yeah, it was. Is it Poland? It'd be really cheap for you. I mean, I could. My grandpa is actually, or was, he passed away. But he was actually from Poland, so I could potentially visit if he ever had any family left there. I don't know, actually. But maybe I could visit relatives of some sort. So looking at my area, the ordering site most people use, a standard pizza starts at 15 euros up to 18 or higher. That sucks. I would never order pizza at that price. Never. That's not accounting for shipping costs, so that adds like €1.50. Yeah. Rip 2 grams. Rip 2 grams indeed. 07 grams. I will miss you dearly. Time to go to Poland. Oh yeah. Abduct. I will never abduct Aki. Aki will come here to Germany out of their own free will. Don't even lie. I would never do that. People will come to me out of their own free will. Sister? I've almost so many times ordered pizza but then stopped myself out of principle. This is too expensive. They won't get my money. Yeah. Totally understand that. I wouldn't do that either. I very rarely go out to eat, and when I do, I only go to the ramen place that has like ramen for 17 bucks or something. That is the most I'll spend because it's really just that good that I'm willing to spend it every couple of months. But that's about it. I try to never eat out because of that, because it's just too expensive. But yeah. I don't agree with Keiichi saying that curry is junk food. It's really healthy, actually. Wow, we spiraled into into inflation and everything just by Keiichi's food habits. Every Saturday for me, ramen. Oh yeah. Is it like, yeah, an affordable place? I think you said it was like a very small shop. Mom and pop shop. Making a pizza is also fun, by the way. Making the tomato sauce and spicing it is fun as well. And picking what you put on it. I do that with friends, but we buy like a pizza pre-made package where you get like the dough and you have the tomato sauce in a jar and you just dump it all on there and then you can choose the toppings that you want. But I've never made the dough myself or made the tomato sauce myself. Chinese Dutch food? Generally junk food, but it's something that's a step above fast food. Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of Chinese Dutch food. Dumplings. Oh, homemade bao bao. The ramen itself is $12.99 to $16.99. That's very affordable. Here it's a lot more expensive, but still I would say it's very worth it. But yeah, $35 is a pretty good price for everything that you seem to order there. Here for the same stuff, like dumplings, like how many is it? 5 dumplings would cost you $8 or something. So just the dumplings with the ramen would be like already $25 at the least. It's a nice bookie now. That's something you should have when you ever get to the Netherlands again. That and herring? Okay, wait. Chinese, Dutch food. And herring. Not the guy, herring. The food. Oh, it's just... Oh, yeah, it's Hering in German. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I know what you mean. My bad. Yes. It's a fish. Yeah. Not together. No, I won't do that. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of fish. I live in northern Germany, and if you know anything about northern Germany, it's that we love fish here. So actually, unfortunately for me, I do not like fish quite that much. I think it has to do with me throwing up one time as a kid while eating fish. I actually threw up on my N64. And ever since then, I was not able to eat fish without thinking of that moment. And for some reason, it makes me uncomfy to eat fish. There's something similar. It's called Matthias. Is it just Hering? It's not Matthias. It's just Hering, isn't it? Or do you mean it being like in bread? I'm confused now. Latina heritage fish? Do Latinos eat a lot of fish? I don't know. I was born in Germany. My parents made me eat a lot of arepa, which just looks like corn flour being fried, made into some kind of dough and fried up and filled with all sorts of stuff like eggs and cheese and whatever you want, really. They do. Latino eat a lot of fish. That is news to me. My parents never ate a lot of fish. I know my dad loves fish, but my mother absolutely hates fish. Looks like herring with onions, etc. Yeah, I thought it was just herring, but I just thought Matthias was another fish, but that should be enough to tell you how little I know about fish. Okay. There's no nutritional balance whatsoever, and it's just completely... All right, the teacher is like really serious about the curry. Stupid! Shh! Mion and Satoko put their hands over my mouth. Matisse and herring are both made from the same fish. I see. Oh, she looks pissed. A moment later, the door rattled open, and Chie-sensei, a known curry maniac, suddenly poked her head in.
今誰かカレーの悪口を言っていませんでしたか？
Maybe she's gonna be the killer this time around. Did I just hear somebody bad-mouthing curry? No, we didn't say anything. Everyone's faces went totally white and they all shook their heads in denial. Her eyes rolled over to the classroom. Her glare wasn't just a teacher's ordinary stare.
そうですか。
Is that so?
空耳でしたか。
Must have been the wind. Chie-sensei gave one more look around the classroom, then closed the door and went back to the teacher's lounge. Oh my god. You said something bad about Curry, now you'll all die one by one in a slow process. The one behind all the killings and disappearances in Hinamizawa isn't anyone except Chie-sensei, because someone says one bad word about Curry and that's how they just die and disappear. Wouldn't it be so funny if Keiichi actually said something bad about Curry in every single chapter and it's been the biggest hint in the entire series? I may have been shouting, but for her to hear it from all the way across the hall in the teacher's lounge, that teacher is terrifying.
ケイちゃん、
Kei-chan,
他の食べ物はいくらこき下ろしてもいいけど、カレーだけはやめた方がいいよ。
you can disparage other foods all you want, but you might want to stay away from curry.
ひなみ沢に住んでいるうちは。
At least as long as you live in Hinamizawa.
すまん。
Okay.
反省します。
I'm sorry. Badmouth curry and the teacher will turn you into curry. There we go. Canned meat again. That would have been the biggest plot twist in the world. I want to see that alternate reality Hinamizawa. That's what I said. But still, I can't have curry for every meal. And cup ramen is good because you only eat it once in a while. If you ate it for every meal, you'd get bored of it very quickly. Rice and miso soup and then a good side dish. Yeah, that's what a Japanese table should look like.
ケイチ君も頑張って自炊してみればいいのに。
I mean, I guess rice really isn't that bad to make, and if he can make it in his camping equipment, I guess just do that. And if you can buy side dishes, just buy the side dishes, man. I cannot eat that kind of food because they don't sell side dishes like that here in Germany, but I totally would if I lived in Japan. Just like soba noodles, oh yes. Eat soba noodles every day. Okay, wow. I haven't eaten soba noodles in a while, but they are really good. I love rice though. I can eat it very often too. Why can't you just try to cook for yourself?
自分で作ったご飯ってとっても美味しいんだよ。
Rice you make yourself is really good.
おじさんは美味しいってよりめんどくさいけどな。
This old man thinks it's more pain than good.
でもたまにはそういう経験もいいかもね。
But experiencing it every once in a while might be a nice.
そうそう。人生何事も経験でございましたよ。
That's right. Life is all about experiences, right?
お指を切ったり、やけどをしたりでかわいそうなのです。
But when you cut your fingers or burn yourself, it's so sad. It's so very sad. Kawaiso, kawaiso. With everyone encouraging me like this, I started to feel like maybe I could if I tried too. Though approximately one person didn't sound like she was encouraging me. Cooking is a skill I'll have to learn at some point since I want to live on my own one day. I mean, back in the day, I think it was still affordable, so you're good, Keiichi. Maybe learning now wouldn't be so bad? I'm pretty uneasy about it, but
そうだな。
you're right.
この辺で多少の料理くらい得得しておかないと、今度部活で料理勝負になった時が辛い。
Rice plus sweet curry and Korean chili flakes, fast yummy food. Oh, I've never had that combination. Still have to learn how to make a good quiche. My sister is really good at making those. I've literally never eaten quiche in my life. I don't even know what it tastes like. You're right. If I don't understand how to cook a few things around here, then I won't be in good shape the next time our club does a cooking showdown. Ah, ho ho ho.
そうですわね。
You're
い
correct.
つぞやのカレー勝負のような奇策は何度も通用しませんでございますしね。
That clever trick of yours in the last curry contest won't work every time after all. I mean, okay, so the curry contest is definitely canon. Just get Rena to teach you, Keiichi. I thought that was gonna end it. Just get Rena to cook for you for the rest of your life. Just marry her. She'll gladly cook for you, I guess. How are you so food sheltered? Well, if you must know something about my mother, who was the main cook in our house, she is lazy just like me. So she would usually also just do noodles with tomato sauce from a jar and add some cheese on top, and maybe, you know, get ready to go baguette ready, pop it in the oven maybe for a couple of minutes. She would basically also do very quick meals and not very extravagant meals, which is fine. Actually, I enjoyed the food that she made, but yeah, we didn't eat a lot of very fancy dishes. So Keisha, yeah. The chapter is just a cooking arc, nothing bad can happen. Yeah, this is the most slice of life chapter, right? That sounds so sad. Does it? I don't mind. I mean, I can eat all the food now. If I want to. As of scorning me, Sadako ridicules my comeback from a hopeless situation in a certain do or die curry showdown.
何を余裕ぶってやがる。
And what are you so relaxed for?
あの時だってサトコはリカちゃんに任せっきりだったじゃないか。
You relied entirely on Rika-chan back then, didn't you? You said baguette? That's so funny. Alright, didn't that mean something in your mother tongue? That's understandable with work life. I guess I'm lucky my mom took on the extra stress with doing more complex stuff sometimes. Yeah, it's understandable. Parents have so many things to do. Aside from work, they have to take care of the household, and my parents had, including me, 3 kids. So that's a lot of work. I can understand why not cooking fancy stuff is what they did. Every now and then they would cook a little bit more fancy food, like arepa takes a lot of time. If you've ever made that, probably not a lot of people have ever eaten it, but it takes a little bit more time, and she would do that every once in a while. But most of the time we ate very simple food, and I don't mind that. So welcome back to Ni. What did I miss? Not much, really. They found a corpse in a drainage sewer, I think? Yeah. And we've been just talking about food. But basically most of the stream, so yeah. Do you understand me? Yeah, right, I remember.
あの時サトコがした料理は何だ。
What did you cook at the time
レ
exactly?
ナのカレーに塩を一袋入れて、
You put a bag of salt in Rena's curry,
ミオンのご飯に塩を一袋入れて、
a bag of salt in Mion's
俺
rice,
の鍋をひっくり返しやがって。
and you flipped over my pot! I relapsed into my grudge over the last curry showdown. For now, I calmed my unquellable anger by pinching Satoko's ears.
いたたたたたた。
Ow!
あれは部活だからの攻撃なんでございましてよ。
My attack was because that's what they were doing for club.
私だってこう見えてもちょっとはお料理とかできましたよ。
I may not look like it, but I can do a little bit of cooking.
ほう。
Can you now?
あのカレー勝負の時、リカちゃんに任せっきりで、人参の皮一つ剥かなかったお前がか？
Even when you couldn't peel one carrot during the showdown and had to get Rika to do it? How is peeling a carrot a hard thing? That is so easy. You watch Princess Mononoke? I watched it for the first time actually. My dad is a big fan. Out of all the Ghibli movies, that is the one I haven't watched yet. There's probably a couple more that I haven't watched, but I watched like most of them. But that one I haven't. Curry, yeah, it's just apparently the Curry Showdown happened in this timeline too. Princess Mononoke was my first Ghibli movie. Aww! I'm thinking of which one was mine. Hold on. Oh. Ooh. I think... Unless I watched something earlier in television, like on television, Grave of the Fireflies might have been one of the first ones I ever watched, which is, if you've watched that one, that is a rough one for an 8-year-old to watch. I hope that wasn't the first one, but it's the first one I remember. My favorite one, get it on the list. Oh, is it on the list already? Let me see. It's not. Okay, I'll add it. We can have that for movie nights. Princess Mononoke. There you go. Seen the newest one in the cinema? Oh, I haven't yet. My first one is Grave of the Firefly. Yeah, I think that was my first too. The Boy and the Heron. I was anticipating that movie for a long time. I haven't watched that one yet, unfortunately. Boy and the Heron was pretty, but I didn't enjoy the story that much. I'll have to catch up with that one still. Spirited Away was my first. That was definitely one of the first I watched too. I think probably the one after Grave of the Fireflies. And My Neighbor Totoro. That movie is heavy. It is. It's really good, but holy moly, is it dark. Big Studio Ghibli fans. I grew up with My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Ponyo. I haven't watched Ponyo either. One of the other big ones I haven't watched. I've watched a bunch of the smaller, less known ones, but not the... not Princess Mononoke and Ponyo, it seems. I did start watching Ponyo, but I stopped in the middle of it because the reception in the train was so bad that I had to stop. Whispers of the Heart is a great one. I think I watched that one. Oof, it might have been a really long time ago. Oh yeah, with the cat! Oh, I don't know it by this name. I know it by a different name, I think. What's the German name? Oh yeah, I've seen this one. It's a long time ago. Hayao Miyazaki, is that his name? Hayao Miyazaki? Yes. Is a genius, he is. Ponyo is good. Okay, we have to get Ponyo on the list. And I guess we can just, you know what? I'm just gonna say all Ghibli movies. That'll be easier. I love Porco Rosso. Let me see. I know the name, but I don't think I watched that one. Oh man. Maybe I saw like bits and pieces of it on TV. I might not have watched the whole thing. What is it? What is that one called? I only know the German names. Castle in the Sky might be my favorite one. It's so good. It's so good. That one just had a grip on me for some reason. That one is absolutely beautiful. I love Castle in the Sky. Cat returns in a different movie with the same cat and a different premise. Oh, maybe I watched the other one then. Only watched Howl's Moving Castle and started Ponyo. I mean, Howl's Moving Castle is amazing, so yeah. This is gonna be so big when you start that if we ever want to finish. I mean, we're making good progress. Yes, adds in 5. Love Castle in the Sky. I want to know a story about it. Sure. Castle in the Sky is one of the earliest Ghibli films. Yeah, it's my favorite, probably. I love it so much. Need to watch Castle of Cagliostro. Once again, the characters look super familiar. I don't think I've watched this one. Yeah, I don't think I have. I just know the characters as per usual. Damn, their art style has evolved so much. That one is, 1979. Holy. Oh, it's Lupin. Oh, it's Lupin. First movie as a director. Okay, yeah, we should definitely watch this one together, guys. I haven't watched this one. You just need to watch movies through the entire Christmas vacation. You're right! You're so right. We should watch a movie every day of December. Oh no, that might actually be horrible in terms of timing. Lupin the Third, yeah. The Christmas vacation sleep schedule is gonna get mega messed up for us. It is. Only seen Lupin the Third, the first, and I liked it a lot. I haven't watched them yet. I watched, what did I watch of the Lupin franchise? I don't remember. It wasn't even that long ago. I just don't remember the name. Damn it. Your character started a well-known trend, if I remember correctly. Oh. Which one? Castle in the Sky got created because of a song a fan sent to him, written by them and sung. Hayao Miyazaki was so inspired that he made a whole movie out of it. The song is playing while the credits roll. It's a very good song. I did not know that. That is really cool to know. I'll pay attention to that if we do manage to watch it soon and I don't forget about it. Lupin the Third is a big franchise and I know a lot about it. I can pick a bunch of great movies from that. Feel free to send me a recommendation. Oh yeah, you just see that we've been chatting a good while, so there's actually another ad break, unfortunately. I guess I'll just let it roll while we keep yapping about movies. So yeah, if you need to take a break, rest your eyes, stretch your legs, get a drink, get a snack, feel free to do that right now. Yapping stream. I like yapping during the lighthearted moments of Higurashi. I don't know. It's comfy because the characters are just yapping about literally anything and everything. It's kind of nice to just yap about random stuff as they're talking about it as well. I don't know. It's fun. I love movies. I'm gonna be honest, except for like Ghibli movies, I haven't watched many movies. I think I said this before, I'm more of a series person. I like to keep up with things for longer periods of time, which is also why I enjoy really long games like Higurashi, for example. I'm really enjoying this because I know it's gonna take me like half a year. And I know that I'm gonna be at this for a while. So I personally really, really like it. Oh, sorry, Space. Let me... Wait, who did I make? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I should keep writing. My favorite anime movies are Makia and Anthem of the Heart. I think I watched Anthem of the Heart. Oh yeah, that girl looks familiar to me. I think I watched that. Makia, I think we talked about this before. I don't think I ever watched it. Yeah, no, I haven't, but I know it's on the list because I remember putting it on there. Wait, it's not on the list! Wait, it's not on there? Am I going insane? I did write it down. I'm so sure of it. I'm gonna put it there. Makia! Yeah, me and my family have a tradition to watch movies until the last second, meaning credits and all. Cinema's Toonies, Family Toonie is the only one sitting until the end. I wouldn't call it a tradition in my case. I'm just I want to get the best bang for my buck. So in the movie theater, I will sit there until the last possible second, until the lights turn back on and everyone is out of the cinema. Yeah. Spooky, thanks for allowing Spooky to post links. Thanks, Spooky, man, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh yeah, but Space, if you want to post it again, I can, oh, actually I can just, you know what, I can just copy the link and just post it myself if anyone wants to look at that. Oh. Sorry, I was looking at the scene. I was looking at the clip and I was like, "Oh." Okay. Man, I love the Lupin animation. It looks really, really cute. I like the Ghibli animation. It has evolved over the years, but I like the old school one. Okay, but let me just drink something real quick and then let's get back into the game. The movie's not Ghibli? It's not? Movie is very interesting production-wise. Ooh. I just assumed it was with Hayao Miyazaki as the director. Okay. Don't be so draft.
人間は日々進歩してますのよ。
People get better every day, you know?
私がいつまでもお料理が下手っぴだと思ってると大間違いなんてしてよ。
If you think I'll always be crummy at cooking, then you're quite mistaken. Practice makes perfect.
ねえリカ。
Lupin character voice actor are kind of famous and has done voices for the characters until they really couldn't do it anymore. Ooh, that's cool. Every Ghibli movie is from Hayao Miyazaki either. I know, but I just assumed that was like his beginning and Ghibli Studios' beginning, but yeah. Right, Rika?
僕が見てないとお鍋とか火元とか不安なのです。
I have to watch or else I get worried about the pot and the flame.
たまにガスの元栓も閉め忘れてるのです。
Sometimes I forget to turn the gas off too. Oh yeah, that's also what I'm scared of when I cook, that I will burn set the whole place on fire. Most of the anime movies, OVAs, etc., the same voice actors have done them. That's really nice. I like consistency for that. And thank you for the lurk, Aki. Good luck on the art. Everyone bursts into laughter.
火元は料理以前の問題だ。
That shouldn't be an issue with
い
cooking.
くら俺でもそれだけはない。
Even I would never do that.
カップラーメンばかり食べてる人に言われたくありませんわ。
I don't want to hear that from someone who eats nothing but cup ramen. He just like me, for real, for real.
でも、さとこちゃんもそこそこにはお料理とかできるんだよ。
But Satoko can cook pretty well for herself, you know?
いいぞレナ。 こんなやつのためにわざわざフォローなんかしてやることはないんだぞ。
Rena, it's fine. You don't need to force yourself to cover up for her like that. Except for that movie, the studio wanted to put a ton of money towards the animation and costs by cutting costs, so they used different voice actors at that time. I pay a lot of attention to voice actors, and like, for example, if the voice actors from Higurashi end up getting switched midway through like the anime series, I'd be kind of disappointed. I can understand why they do it. Sometimes voice actors, you know, they don't want to work on it anymore. They're busy doing something else, or, you know, people pass away and stuff like that. So it's not always possible to get the same people as you did with the older works. So yeah, but it's always a little disappointing because it changes the feel of everything. Right, when I played Final Fantasy and I played through the first main story quest line, and got to the next one, I realized that they switched out most of the voice actors, if not all of them, and it was very, I don't know, confusing after having spent so many hours with the same voice actors. You get Rising cooking for you, that is correct. Caused some friction with the voice actor of Lupin and the others, and the creator of Lupin, the third Monkey Punch, or something along those lines. They still want to keep doing voices in the other OVAs and movies, etc. So that was a single instance in which it was changed. That sucks. But, I mean, I can understand why they did it. But yeah. I feel like as long as they do a good job, it's okay. Does kind of screw with the recognizing characters. It does. I got so used to what's his name, Alphino from Final Fantasy XIV. His voice fit him to a T. His voice in the first main story quest line was perfect. It fit him so well. And then in Heaven's Ward, they changed his VA. Like, they changed most of them, but I felt like most of them were close enough so that you wouldn't notice a difference. But the Alphino voice actor in particular was so different that it changed the whole character for me, and it disappointed me a bit. Not that the new VA didn't do a good job, it's a very different feeling, you know? If you just skip the Final Fantasy lore, you wouldn't have to worry about getting confused. But I love the Final Fantasy lore, 14 lore specifically. It's really good. The animation in that movie was amazing, so they had to pick and choose. Yeah, I get it. That's tough. I mean, they made their decision. Music was also done by someone else. Most music from Lupin is done by someone who has been doing it up to recent times, I think. Maybe they just also wanted to try something else and they realized that that's maybe not the way they want to keep doing it. I feel like the escape button in Final Fantasy... I like the Final Fantasy escape button. I played for so long, no clue what the story is. SMH my head, what the hell? The story is so good, what the fuck? Nana, it's fine. You don't need to force yourself to cover up for her like that.
いや、別にフォローってわけじゃないよ。
No, I'm not trying to cover for her or anything.
リカちゃんがずば抜けて料理がうまいから目立たないだけでさ。
It's just that Rika-chan's cooking is by far the best of all of us, so hers doesn't stand out.
さとこちゃんだってまあ基本くらいはマスターしてるよ。
Satoko has mastered the basics too, right? Right?
少なくともご飯とお味噌汁くらいは作れますわ。
At the very least, I can cook rice and miso soup. You're far ahead of me, Satoko. My friend said the same thing. SMH my head. What the fuck?
カリフラワーとブロッコリーの見分けはつかないけど。
Well, she can't quite tell the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, though. Oh, right. I like that they're referencing the earlier episodes, too.
どっちも茹でれば食べられるのも同じですわ。
They're both the same anyway once you boil them. No, they're not. Totoko erupted into anger, making two fists and swinging them above her head. Everyone laughed a lot after that. My god, Keiichi with that deranged laugh again.
むが
Nga!
他の人にならともかく
The others don't matter.
ケイチさんに笑われるのだけは我慢がなりませんですわ
I cannot stand being laughed at by you, Keiichi-san. Yeah, I cannot do him justice.
確かに俺は他のみんなよりも料理技術は劣るかもしれない。
Find episodes of the Lupin animes that are worth watching? Sure. Basics except not peeling carrots. Yeah, the basic stuff except the easiest thing, that is peeling vegetables. This Lupin anime was partly done with Hayao Miyazaki in the letter of the anime. Ooh. The VA having the time of their life. Yes, I love Keiichi's laugh. It's so iconic. Like, imagine if they switched out Keiichi's VA. It just wouldn't be the same. It has to be the signature laugh for me. Yes, perhaps I do lag behind everyone else in terms of cooking
だけ
skill.
どな、少なくともサトコにだけは負けない自信はあるぞ。
But at least I'm confident I'd never lose to you, Satoko. Where you basically just challenged her to a cooking fight.
少なくともサトコにだけは。
Not to you, at least.
なんですって
What was that?
急にこと書いて自信があるとは肩払いたくて笑っちゃいますわ
You have the gall to say you're confident? That's what's daft here.
こう見えても私リカと交代でご飯をちゃんと作ってますのよ
It may not seem like a good cook, but I take turns with Rika, you
ちゃ
know.
んと自炊ぐらいできるんでございますからね
I can cook just fine for myself, thank you.
そうかそうか。
I see, I
自
see.
炊ができて偉いな。
Good for you for being able to cook.
後でご褒美に飴玉買ってやるからな。
I'll buy some candy for you as a present later. I patted Satoko on the head while I made fun of her. Satoko seemed to know I was making fun of her too, since her face went bright red very quickly, and steam started to pour out like she was a kettle.
むが
Yeah!
全然信じてませんのね
You don't believe me, do you?
とにかく
Anyway.
ケイチさんより私の方が全然お料理が上手なんでございますのよ
I can cook far better than you can, Keiichi-san.
ほ
I see.
う。じゃあカリフラワーとブロッコリーの違いを言えたら俺も信じてやるぞ。
Then if you can tell me the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, I'll believe you. They are like not even similar in color or anything. How can you not differentiate the two of them? The laugh is mandatory. It is. First half of Lupin, the third part one director also made the Moomin anime. Oh, I have never watched that one. Pretty violent. And Moomin was as well due to the director. I mean, yeah, they definitely did more violent movies and shows back then because there were very many, I guess, restrictions in terms of what you were able to show on television and stuff. It has been tightened a lot. A sniper rifle? What the fuck? Odd choice to compare. I don't know what it is with her and the broccoli and the cauliflower. Couldn't tell the difference. I just eat them both all the same. What do you mean you couldn't tell the difference? Broccoli is green, cauliflower is white. And cauliflower has very distinct texture, while broccoli has a totally different one. What? What are you talking about? It's so different.
ほれ、言ってみろ。
Come on, let's hear it.
緑の方がブロッコリー
The green one is broccoli.
どっちなくて黄色い方
What the fuck? Or no, the yellow one?
カリフラワーが青赤緑
Cauliflower is blue, red, green. Those are not colors that I associate, except for green, with vegetables.
うーん
Blue?
ほれほれ、
Come on now.
ブロッコリーは何色だ？
What color is broccoli?
青、赤、緑って テレビのブラウン管じゃあるまいし。
Blue, red, green. It's not a television.
おれおれ。
Come on.
言ってみろ。
Say it, say it.
別にブロッコリーが何色かわかんなくても、さとこちゃんはお料理ができるんでちゅよね。
Satoko can cook just fine without knowing what color broccoli is. White.
えらいえらいでちゅよ。
Good for you, good for you.
ケイチさんのバカ
Ah, stupid Keiichi. Wow. Wow, Luigi. Oh, it was nothing to cry hysterically about. She's so goddamn cute. I stroked her head as hard as I could. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle.
ほー
My gosh. I forgot how silly these characters are when they're not trying to kill each other. Green, white, they're both yummy. That is true. Isn't she much younger than Keiichi? He's so punching down. Yeah, she's like, I would also guess that she is 11 and Keiichi's, yeah, somewhere around 16, like, about to move up to high school, I guess. Radishes are red-ish. I mean, yeah. Aren't there also, yeah, there's also white radishes. But yeah, they technically are. I don't know of any blue vegetables, though. There's purple ones, but blue? I can't think of anything like that.
ケイちゃんもそこまで言うからには、さとこよりはまともなものを作って見せられるんだろうね。
If you're going to act so smug, then you can surely show us something better than Satoko. Remarked Mion, giving me just a slightly mean smile. Actually, well, I had no confidence at all in my cooking, but the situation carried me along and I decided to deliver an impressive declaration.
まあ見ていろ。
Just you wait.
今夜、俺はバッチリガッチリ見事な晩飯を作ってみせる。
Tonight, I will make the best darn meal you've ever seen.
少し余計に作って明日の弁当にしてくるから、それを見て腰を抜かすがいい。
I'll even make a little too much and pack it for lunch tomorrow. You'll be so surprised you'll fall over.
それは楽しみなのです
That sounds like fun. He's so gonna oversalt this. Hello, squash. I've never eaten squash in my life. Please don't flame me. So proud of my sister. Wait. Why? I have access to a G drive with basically every anime, OVA movie, etc. for Lupin. Give us a link here. That way you have easy access. Not on here. That is not permitted. I don't think so. Don't link that. There's purple sweet potato. Yes. Blue corn, it is rare for blue vegetables. I wonder why that is. I have never seen blue corn. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's on some pictures it's even like black purple-ish color. I don't think I've ever seen a different color. Oh my gosh, there's even corn that has like all sorts of different colors. I thought I could share it somehow though. I'm sure we can find a way, just not on Twitch. There's a video that explains why the color blue is so rare in the wild. I mean, there's flowers that are blue. It's not that uncommon. And I guess purple is just a variation of blue, you could say. That sounds like
明
fun.
日のお弁当が待ち遠しいのですよ
I can't wait for lunchtime tomorrow. Rika-chan patted me on the head. Her words of can't wait sounded so transparent.
レナも楽しみにしてるね
Nana is excited too.
どんなのを作ってきてもレナは笑わないからね
I promise I won't laugh no matter what you make.
となると明日の弁当は私も本気で作らなきゃならないようだね。
I like the way she phrased that as if she is expecting that something bad was gonna happen and that she would have to potentially laugh at me. Tell her friend that she doesn't think... Strolling? She can say her mind. I'm so fucking proud of her. That's nice. Alright, so maybe I'll go all out on my bento tomorrow too.
じゃあこうしようか。
Then let's do this.
明日のお弁当で勝負ってのはどう？
Let's have a bento showdown tomorrow.
もちろん部活扱いだからね。
As a club activity, of
罰
course.
ゲームもついちゃうよ。
And we'll throw in a punishment game too.
あら、それは妙案でございますわね。
My, what an ingenious idea that is. Of course, we're gonna make it into a competition.
そうです、ケイチさん。
How's that, Keiichi-san?
引くなら今のうちでしてよ。
I'll give you one chance to back down. Satoko wiped her tears and snarled at me as if this was her chance to turn things around. Maybe this is bad? It is. Who wouldn't want to make fun of Keiichi? Yeah, it's what you just have to do when you see this guy. He didn't think this through either. As per usual. I feel like maybe the conversation is getting pretty out of hand. Oh, if I apologize, now's my chance? But what came out of Keiichi Maebara's mouth was a statement so reckless, it even frightened me. Oh god.
ああ上等だぜ
Bro. Yeah, you're on.
明日の弁当を見て腰を抜かすなよ
My bento tomorrow will knock you right out of your shoes. Wow! Everyone raised their voices in surprise at my bold, confident reply. God, they really loved using this sound effect. Ah, now I've done it. What have I done? I'm so irresponsible.
さて、ミオさん。
I kind of like that they're using more sound effects than they use in chapter 1. So, Mion-san?
ビリになったらどんな素敵な罰ゲームになってしまうんですの？
What sort of fantastic punishment game will we have to play if we lose? Tatako grinned fearlessly, as if to say that it was already decided that I'd be playing said fantastic punishment game.
そうだね。
Let's see.
じゃあこんなのはどうかな。
Okay, how about this?
明日のお弁当勝負に負けた人は
Whoever loses tomorrow's bento
明
showdown,
日のお昼休み
during lunch break tomorrow,
職員室で食事中の千恵先生の前で
has to go up to Chie Sensei as she is eating in the teacher's
あれの
lounge
悪口を言うってのは
and say bad things about curry. Oh yes, I like getting my ass handed to me. The explosion sound effect is starting to make me look around. I love that sound. It is really good.
みーちゃん、
Mi-chan,
それは。
this is the third time we're getting a punishment game, right? Let me think. No, I think we had more. We had one where we had something written on our face, and then I think we also had one in chapter 1, Watanagashi, where Tomitake-san lost and he got something written on his shirt. And then we also had one where everyone dressed up as maids and cats did very deranged things. We also had one... Oh, I don't remember. Carrying someone's stuff to their home? Yeah, we had a bunch. Such a loser. Poor guy. He's just a silly little boy. Punishment games kind of just go through one ear and out the other. They're so goofy, I forget them. I actually really enjoyed them. So yeah, I kind of kept them in my mind. I found the slice of life parts to be very memorable for some reason. They really did a good job, in my opinion. Mi-chan, that's
なんて恐ろしい。
how terrifying. Everyone went pale and gasped at how truly terrifying the punishment game was. Chie-sensei is such a maniac about curry that she'd risk her life for it. And to go up to her and start saying bad things about curry? What kind of fate would await us? Just trying to imagine it was scary. And as everyone looked blankly amazed at the terrifying punishment game, Rika-chan spoke.
明日のお弁当は腕によりをかけますです。
Tomorrow's contest will be decided by skill. Rana and Mion and Satoko, everyone nodded deeply in agreement.
もっとも
That smile of hers!
明日のお弁当以前に今夜のお夕食の方が問題でしょうけどね。
I don't know why, but this specific expression that she has on her face, it just makes her look like a frog. And it's so funny. I love this one. At this point in time, physical abuse by teachers wasn't fully out of the school system, right? I think, oh yeah, they also had a punishment game where they had to go up to the principal and I don't know what they said to him. I don't remember what it was that they did, but I think he beat whoever had to do the punishment thing. I think he beat that person up, actually. I think it was Keiichi, even. The biggest smug ever. It looks like a frog, it does. Aiming for her to look like a frog, and they did a superb job. She looks fantastic. Although Keiichi-san's problem might be his own dinner tonight rather than tomorrow's bento. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ha!
俺が今夜どんな素晴らしいディナーになるか見ることができなくて残念だな。
How disappointing that you can witness what an amazing dinner I'm going to make tonight.
明日の弁当でその片鱗をほんの少しだけ見せてやるから。
I'll let you have a
楽しみにしていろよ。
glimpse of it in my bento tomorrow, so look forward to it.
あれだけの大見えを切ったんですのよ。
That is quite a lot of grandstanding.
これでとんでもないのを作っちゃったらどうなるかわかってるんでございましょうね。
You do know what will happen if you come to us with something terrible, right?
さとここそ明日千恵先生にどんな恐ろしい目に遭わされるか今から楽しみで仕方ないだろう。
I just can't wait how much trouble you'll be in with Chie-sensei tomorrow, Satoko. The dirtiest laugh ever.
楽しみでしてよ。
Yes, I can't wait
明
either.
日圭一さんはきっと土下座してそれだけはどうかご勘弁を。
To see you, Keiichi-san, groveling before her and begging for forgiveness.
泣きながら言うんでしてよ。
Saying it all with tears streaming down your face.
目に浮かぶようですわ。
Yes, I can just see it now.
何よ。
Nyanio? What was that? Yank? Yes! Stretch! Both of us on the verge of tears, pull on each other's cheeks. What the hell is happening here? Can I imagine the Grinch smile with that laugh? Yeah. It's so good. No, not the punching. The pinching. Yes, yes. Punching would be a little extreme even for these guys. Stretch! Boing! Boing! Ha ha ha.
自らを窮地に追い込むことで視力を振り絞ろうとは。
Trying to muster all your desperation by placing yourself in a predicament.
ケイちゃん、男だね。
Kei-chan, that's so manly.
こんなの男なんて言いませんのよ。
That isn't manly or anything of the sort.
ただの無鉄砲って言いますのよ。
It is called being
自
reckless.
分もお料理なんかろくろくできないくせに。
He can't even cook well.
何
Stretch!
レナは信じてるからね。
Hana believes in you.
素敵なお弁当楽しみにしてるよ。
I'm looking forward to your wonderful bento.
僕も明 日の圭一がとても楽しみなのですよ。
I'm looking forward very much to seeing Keiichi tomorrow as well. Their expectant gazes were painful. I was just trying to tease Satoko a little. How did it come to this?
おう
Yeah!
楽しみにしててくれよ
You'd better look forward to it. This laugh is just, it's perfect. Just a bunch of goofy people. I love this. How am I able to say such reckless things? It's like me saying I'll definitely play Ring Fit Adventure the next day and then not doing it. Not even trying to. I didn't even charge my Switch. Immense pride and ego is too strong. Keiichi's sure is. I'm being so unreasonable. What the heck is going to happen to my dinner? And the bento showdown tomorrow? No, more importantly, if they make me say bad things about Courage or Chi Sensei's face, what'll happen to me? The extreme contrast between my outward bravado and my internal screaming continued as the hot and humid June afternoon dragged on. This is fantastic. What a transition. What a transition indeed. And you'll get a 2-for-1 deal, although you might not have wanted this. But I think since we basically just hit a turning point in the story, and also we hit the 4-hour mark at which I usually try to end, and seeing as how my throat is kind of really painful right now, I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day to drink tea and to rest my voice a bit so I can start well tomorrow, hopefully with Omori. I really want to keep going and finish, but I think it is the smarter choice to stop right here. We didn't get very far, to be fair, so we'll probably have to finish the entire chapter next stream. Take care of yourself, Spooky. I will. There's a clock tower scene in Castle of if I can't fucking read it, Cagliostro, which directly inspired such a scene for Disney's The Great Mouse Detective. I have never heard of The Great Mouse Detective. Oh, no, never mind. I have, just not the English name. I know it. Never mind. I have seen it. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for popping in, guys. I had lots of fun. I really like that we start this off with a little bit of slice of life friendship stuff. It's really fun. I really like these scenes in Higurashi too. I've really come to appreciate them. I don't know. It is just really nice to see all the characters interact with each other so much. Rest the voice. I will. Will rest my voice. We spent like an hour discussing food. I mean, we have to. I really like that too. It is part of the Higurashi slice of life experience. We talk about random slice of life things as well. I like it. From all the death we have been seeing the past few days, this is a breath of fresh air. It is. I really like this. Okay, let me see who we can raid and say hello to. Let's say hello to Didi. Yes, I think that would be very good. So if you can, please stay and say hello to Didi as we raid her. I think she'd be very happy about that. For once we can finish a stream without feeling sad. Yeah, it's been a while. It's actually been a while since we were able to end without feeling horrified or sad. But yes, enjoy the stream. Take care. Take care, guys. Thanks so much again for joining me. I really had fun. Hope you did too. And I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their day And I hope to see you tomorrow when we start Omori. I'm very excited for that. Alrighty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.